This is day 53 in the Gaza-Israel war, and I'm Yair Pinto reporting to you from Israel. Today is the 5th day in the Gaza-Israel ceasefire that was reached in order to release Israeli hostages from captivity inside the Gaza Strip. Israel and Hamas agreed to 2 additional cessation of hostility days in order to release some 20 more Israeli hostages from Hamas captivity. The fighting on all the other fronts in the Middle East continues, and yesterday Houthi rebels carried out an attack against 2 Israeli naval vessels in the Persian Gulf. The Israeli crew that identified that they're under attack from Houthi terrorists locked themselves within a panic room inside the naval vessel and sent out a distress signal calling on other vessels in the area to help them on this attack. 2 naval vessels responded to the distress call. One of them was the US destroyer Mason, and the other was a Japanese warship. The US destroyer quickly approached the Houthis and, using the Navy SEALs, carried out an attack and took control of the Israeli ships while taking 5 terrorists as captives. In this attack, a few Houthis attempted to escape, and with the help of the Japanese warship, the forces were able to flank the terrorists and capture them as well. During that evening, the Houthi rebels attempted to retaliate by launching 2 missiles towards the US Mason destroyer. These missiles failed to reach their target and exploded in the middle of the water. This shows the quality of the weaponry that the Houthis have in Yemen. A very interesting thing that we can learn from the failed attacks of the Houthis against US or Israeli targets in the Middle East is that Iran is failing to supply quality weapons to its proxies in the Middle East due to Israeli and American operations in the region that prevent these shipments from reaching their destination. The United States is assisting Israel by neutralizing all the attempts that Iranian proxies are carrying out against Israel from the region and enabling Israel to focus on its mission to destroy Hamas in the Gaza Strip and to retrieve our hostages. But Israel has another front within the country. The West Bank IDF forces, together with a special SWAT police unit, were conducting fights against Hamas terror cells. The fight took 20 minutes, and at the end, the IDF and the Israeli police were able to neutralize 13 Hamas terrorists. It's very important to understand that this war is being conducted on multiple fronts within Israel. So we have the ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, but IDF forces are operating day and night in the West Bank area of Judea and Samaria in order to identify, locate, and neutralize Hamas terror elements that operate in these areas before they carry out terror attacks against Israeli civilians in the heart of Israel. In the city of Hebron, IDF forces from the Yahalom and other infantry units were able to identify more than 3 weapon stockpiles. Together with the engineering units, the IDF was able to destroy these weapon stockpiles and move on to other areas. In the West Bank city of Jenin, IDF forces from the Nahal and other infantry units, together with tanks, conducted an operation to identify Hamas terror cells. During this operation, the IDF was able to arrest some 60 Hamas operatives that were taken to Israeli prisons. In Israel's northern border against Hezbollah, the IDF is conducting targeted attacks that hit weapon stockpiles belonging to the Hezbollah terror organization. In recent days, the IDF has been successfully locating, targeting, and neutralizing multiple weapon stockpiles belonging to Hezbollah and weakening its ability to carry out additional attacks against Israel. After the strikes, the forces revealed large explosions that came out of underground bunkers, revealing their identity as weapon stockpiles. Listen, this war is long, and you see that we are very busy here in Israel. But I would like to say that we still need your help in sharing the truth with the rest of the world so that the international community will understand the importance and the enemy that we are fighting here in Israel. I really want to go back home to my normal life, to my wife and kids, but I understand that we cannot go back to our normal routine and reality before we destroy Hamas and bring back the security and safety to our borders here in Israel. So join me in prayer for our soldiers and for the peace of Jerusalem. Thank you.